Hey,
We live, baby.
and
What's
we
up?
live.
Yep.
I
Let's
do look
see.
like a goddamn pimp, though. I look like I slap a motherfucker.
Don't be careful. What he say? He said, "Don't be sorry. Be careful, ho.
It's
You do. You pimp. Where your powder at?
see, and that's supposed to be more feminine.
Man,
It's,
Aries ain't nothing feminine about an Aries.
uh, it's I supposed to be feminine.
Well,
I
I'm glad you on here.
welcome, love.
Hello.
You ain't gotta be shy. I'm quite sure Initiated by Spirits done told you how we be.
What's
Hello,
poppin'?
RHM. How you
What's
doing, love?
what's Pinto Bean? What's poppin', Pinto Bean?
Mm-mm.
What's up, Alara? I
I said,
am Black Cubana.
I am Divine Legacy. Y'all see
hello. Hello, everyone. I am initiated by spirits, and today we do have a guest for y'all. So I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Sopa. I'm new to this, so I don't know what else to say.
How you doing? We have a pimp. Her name is Pimp something. I don't know what it is, but we got a pimp today, so be careful. What's up,
Hey,
Ashif?
hello.
Tomorrow marks the 10-day meditation class. I sent everybody the Zoom ID and everything. Make sure you bring a pen and paper. It starts at 6 o'clock Eastern, which is 5 p.m. Central, via Zoom. All right.
Okay.
Pluto goes in retrograde tomorrow, all the way to October something. So you're going to be going through a lot of shadow stuff. A lot of stuff is getting ready to be brought to the surface. So be prepared for a bumpy ride because y'all going to be in y'all feelings. Okay, just let you know, Pluto is about death and rebirth. So Pluto is going in retrograde. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Booyah. Booyah. What's up, Ja? All
I'm
right.
sitting here sharing, so don't pay me no mind at the moment. I'm sharing our podcast out.
Nah, she pimping them hoes.
Hey,
She pimping them
y'all,
hoes.
and by
That's
all
what it is.
means,
Her
y'all
name is
know.
Powder. Get your powder.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready. And the cigarette do not help it.
Blame it
I'm
on the
just so sad.
alcohol. It's okay. Where's your cup at? What's that Don Juan pimp cup?
Get your
Oh, okay.
tea. Get
Initiated
your
by
tea.
spirits. Got it.
Get your wine. Get whatever you need because we are about to talk.
Pimp down at 11:30. All right.
Okay.
Before we get into the questions,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to ask Sopa,
Mhm.
what has your spiritual journey been like? Your spiritual awakening? We always ask everybody.
Tell the truth, it was totally different from
You're
what I.
breaking up.
Oh, sorry about that. So to me,
You're going to need to put a headphone on because you're breaking up.
hold on. Let me get my headphone then.
All right.
So, how is everyone doing today? You're alive, you're achieving, you're
Mm,
breathing. Some of you are drinking some wine, some tea.
some of y'all are pimped down,
Eh,
chilling.
I was, yep.
But today's the last day of April.
that still ain't gonna stop the Aries from coming through. I'm just
Man,
saying.
come on, man.
We celebrate every month. It ain't gotta be our month. We gonna celebrate anyway, just because.
Yo,
Yeah.
ain't no shame.
How's the weather where everybody at? It's
It's
raining here.
raining. It's raining here.
It's raining here too. And how the retrograde been treating everybody? Cause with me, it been treating me right lazy, and I don't want to do a damn thing but binge watch TV and eat snacks. That's all I want to do. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all know it. Mm,
drinking coffee, warm in California. So, oh, it's chilly there. Oh, it's about to rain there. April showers bring May flowers. Today's the last
Absolutely.
day.
Absolutely.
But like I said, man, everybody's going to go through a death and rebirth because Pluto officially is in retrograde, manana, tomorrow.
And see, I need to see what that means for me.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We can't see you.
We can't
I'm
see
about
you.
to do that. Sorry.
There you go.
Okay.
He's a test tube, babe. But
Hey.
it's okay.
So
Okay.
guys, so as I was saying, for me this experience, for me this awakening, it been different, it been hard. I thought it was gonna be easier than this, but it's not.
Mhm.
I've been crying most of the time. I've been feeling alone, and I didn't thought it was gonna be like that. It makes me cry every time I think about it and talk about it.
Mhm.
And
So
a lot of people think
when you-
it's like beautiful, like on cartoons. I mean, not cartoons, like Charms and stuff like that. No, man, it's times where you don't even want to get out of bed. You know,
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I'm still looking for my rainbows and unicorns. I'm gonna get it. I'm
the
gonna
unicorn parts.
look. I'm gonna get my rainbows and unicorns. Matter of fact, if I'm gonna make it happen, I'm gonna.
Make it clap.
Mm-mm.
But the thing is, like, what we have to understand that we must learn to learn back again. That is like going back to the beginning, losing everything that we once thought was comfort to us, that we thought was our roots, or so it's not easy, especially if you are an independent person and you are a go-getter and they're like, nope, you gotta slow down. That job, it ain't for you. You're like, what about my money? So it is kind of hard because it's gonna break you to make you.
Yes.
Okay.
But I feel like I've been breaking so many times that when will it change? When will that change?
When you
will I
finally surrender, when you finally say you done fighting with spirits, and when you done fighting with humans, when you say I'm done, and then that's when you're going to be at peace, and you're going to start saying it is what it is, baby. You know.
Hello, everybody that's just tuning in. Welcome, welcome.
Bienvenido.
Mhm.
Okay, so today we're gonna do things a little different. I am gonna ask the questions, and we all gonna give our input and our opinion on it. Before I do ask the question, I do want to put an affirmation up there for all of us. So I sat down with the spirits, and this is the question of what they thought we should be talking about. It says, you are the celebrity. So when you're gonna stop taking off those celebrities, those singers, actors out of that pedestal and put you on it?
To be honest, with that question right there,
No, that's not a question. That's
Oh.
what an overall.
I was giving feedback on it.
Now I'm gonna give you the question. So
Okay.
the question is, do you understand you are the celebrity? So why are you having doubt? Is it because of it is you? And it is easier to put someone that, like, let's say, like Beyonce, for example, on a pedestal where it should be you. You are the true celebrity. So let's go.
For me to answer that question, I will have to say I don't try to put people on the pedestal because I don't like the disappointment. So I try not to put people on the pedestal. So with that being said, I don't even put myself on the pedestal because I don't want to disappoint myself. Is it because it's me? Part of it could be that it is me. The reason I don't put myself on that pedestal. But I feel like I really do feel like when you put somebody up there, you're not giving them room to fail.
Exactly.
And I don't try to do that because I don't want to be disappointed in me nor that person. So I try not to put them on a pedestal too much.
to piggyback off Divine Legacy, let me put this out here. I am nobody's elder. So don't put me up there with an elder because those words did not come out of my mouth. As you hear me do videos, I always say, I do not know everything. I don't pretend to know everything. So when y'all put me up there and I don't succeed or I act a different way, y'all get butt hurt. First of all, you're butt hurt because that's your fault, because I never put myself up there and you don't have no right to put me up there. So I am nobody's elder. I am on the same level as y'all. Each one teach one. It's just that I might inquire more wisdom, but I don't say I know everything. I never pretend. I say I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So as far as putting myself up there, I don't, because I'm working on me. I don't like to see people not happy. So if I can make 3 people happy, fuck everybody else. But the point is, I don't like to see people hurt, you know, and I always put myself last. And Spirit is telling me not to put myself last no more. Just like I tell y'all, I have to put my oxygen mask on first too. But people get in their test tube, baby, mind that I'm above everybody, and I'm not. I am nobody's elder. So please do not put me in that category.
Okay. What about you, Sopa?
So for me, I'll piggyback on what you guys said. I don't like disappointment, and I don't like being betrayed and stuff like that. So I don't put myself out there. I don't put myself up there because I don't want to disappoint myself at the end of the day. Not just everybody else, but myself.
Yeah, and I see to answer King Divine question, he said, "Is that a fear of failure?" I will honestly sit there and say, "Yeah," because I do not like to fail.
No,
And-
I'm gonna
well either.
I'm
and-
gonna go.
About your cousin Beyonce.
and-
So I'm gonna talk. I heard all 3 of you guys, right? But none of y'all heard the question correctly because I said, why don't you put you on a pedestal? But it's easier to put a celebrity, so-called celebrity, knowing that you are the celebrity here. Why is so much easier to put them on a pedestal? So what? Then I'm reading what King Divine is saying. So is it because of fear of failure, right? So that you cannot see you yourself as that grandeur that you are.
I don't think I'm qualified.
And see, and with me,
I feel like I'm not qualified. So I'm having a test tube baby moment.
and
I
see,
feel like I'm not qualified to put myself up there because I don't want to fail. Because when you put yourself up there, you put in the expectation like you all this. And it's like when you do have that human moment, people's like, what the fuck? Is somebody cheating on her? Is she going through this? It's because we put ourselves up there. So
and to clearly answer initiate spirit question is, I'm not having a test tube moment. I clearly understood the question. And the
Yes.
question still gonna be the same. I don't put nobody on that pedestal
Okay.
because I don't want the I don't want the disappointment. So I mean, when I sit there and say I don't put nobody on that
Not
pedestal.
even yourself.
Not even myself. Because I don't even want to disappoint myself. You see what I'm saying? Because when I sit there and talk about disappointment, I talk about disappointment as far as everything. You know, because we disappoint ourselves at times. If things
Absolutely.
if things going the way we want it to go, we disappoint ourselves. So that's why I don't put nobody on a pedestal. The only person that can be put on a pedestal is God. I'm gonna be honest. It's God in my eyes. He's the only one that can be put on a pedestal. Other than that, don't nobody deserve that right to be there. Hey.
Now you gotta give your opinion, and this is about opinion, about our own opinion. What do you think? Any more questions? Any more suggestions on this, or can we move on?
For me, I don't. I don't feel it's okay. For me, I don't feel accomplished enough to put myself out there. I feel like I'm still lacking something, so I cannot put myself there while I'm lacking.
True. I feel
Um,
Cold Pink Frost said, I don't put myself on a pedestal because it creates a target on oneself or target of jealousy, envy. Oh, she thinks she's better than everyone else. Bam! She hit it dead on the nose. Yeah, there are people with that mind frame. Oh, she thinks she knows all this. Oh, she's not supposed to be acting like that. You know, spirituality is not Christianity. Spirituality, I'm a 1-800 chokehold. When you in the church, you can do whatever you want, but don't get it twisted. You know, I can be peaceful, but I would choke a hole too.
Okay. Absolutely. So then is going to follow with a question. What is the line? What is that line between walking in your truth versus being rude and selfish?
What is the line?
What spirit gave you these questions, man?
I feel like it's something that we don't ask enough for our own self. So it's all about finding thyself, finding oneself. So this is why we have to ask these questions, because nobody want to ask them.
Okay,
Target.
so repeat that question because it's something in it. So repeat it again for me. I'm all in the camera.
So what is that fine line that is someone walking on their own truth, on their truth, versus being just rude and selfish?
But okay, so let me ask you what I say. I ask a question with a question, just so I can best understand the question, so I can answer it correctly. So with that being said, you said what is the difference, right?
What is that fine line? I said there's a line right there, right? Okay. Because there's a lot of people there, because they're saying I'm awake and I'm woke. Oh, and they say things that are very selfish and rude and they blame it because they are awakened. Do you understand?
That's ego, baby. That's
ego. You know, so ego. This is why. So do you feel that a lot of times people are blaming their ego in their way of being selfish and rude, that they are awake, that they're walking on their truth?
Yes, I do. What do y'all think? I do.
No, I don't think that. I think some people are just dicks. I'm gonna keep it real. Some people are just fucking dicks, and they sit there and think they can say whatever the fuck they want to say out their mouth until they get popped in it. You know. So with that being said, it is what it is. So some people is just rude because that's in their nature. That's all they fucking know. They don't know nothing else until it takes somebody, and it could be spiritually or anything, to put their asses in their place and read them.
That goes back to say people think spirituality is all love and light. No, it's not. They get it mixed up with holy rollers. You know what I'm saying? We do speak about peace, but we're going to set boundaries too. And then some people, ego do get them fucked up. Because I'm like, nah, spirit wouldn't tell you to say nothing like that.
Yeah. And stuff. So it's
somebody said we're a bunch of pimps.
Cold Pink False said setting boundaries can be perceived as rude. That's true too. Because with that being said, it's like if I sit there and be like, no, I don't want to do that, or you go ahead, that's not for me, then they thinking that I'm being stuck up or rude. No, I just don't want to fucking do it. It ain't for me. You ain't gonna make me do something. That's peer pressure. See, that's another topic. We ain't gonna get on that.
Said, I would feel selfish being in the spotlight if my purpose is to help people. I would rather put that person who went through that struggle in the spotlight so they feel the joy of getting through it.
With Samantha, I can understand what you said, but suppose that person is not ready to be in that spotlight.
Like say they're going through a trauma.
With you helping them, here's the thing. Once you take that leap and help them, baby, you already in the spotlight.
Yep.
Because sometimes all it takes is word of mouth. So that person that you help can go tell another person that you might can help, and go on from there. So you already in the spotlight. So I would definitely, especially if a person is not ready.
What you feel, Sopa?
Oh, repeat the question again.
I knew you were gonna say this because you went blank. I'm like, she went blank.
I do that. Don't mind me. I do that sometimes. I do go.
We are talking about how people blaming being an ass because they are spiritually awakened.
I have
And
come
they,
across a lot of that.
and they don't realize they are just plain rude.
Like I have come across a lot of people like that in the spiritual since coming, but like I can be rude sometimes too, and I don't see that I'm rude, and people tell me that I'm rude, so I don't know that line. I'm still trying to find that line.
Because it could be something that somebody said that you take it totally different, but they didn't mean it like that. So you looking at them as they being rude. And it's not that they being rude, it's that you just took it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And that's
And
just the
and
way
to piggyback off
they
you,
come across.
Divine Legacy, that's when I'm like, oh, I triggered you. That means you got to heal on that. Because
Yeah.
I didn't mean it that way. So sometimes when they not completely healed and someone is saying something, like you said, they received it wrong because they still irritated by that. That shows to me that that person still need healing. And sometimes you can do all the spiritual healing that you need, but some people need that doctor healing, that psychiatrist healing. You know what I'm saying? Some people, I'm like, man, you loca, man. That's not spirit. You need to stay on no pill. You know, and some people think, okay, schizophrenia is talking to spirits, but they talking to them gangster spirits that need to be put to night-night. You know what I'm saying?
Or the
But there
jinn.
is a difference. Because you can help all type of spiritual people spiritually, but sometimes they need the doctor to make them go night-night. You know what I'm saying? Like you need it's medicine time, baby.
Okay. The next question. When it comes to your spirituality, do you feel it's easier to be a follower or be the leader that you're supposed to be?
Well, I'm
a leader, baby. I ain't never been
That's what I
a follower.
said. Here's the thing. I have always known that I was a leader. I have always known that I'm the one that go jump out first and then be like, hey, y'all, come on, it's good. You know what I'm saying?
It's an Aries
I'm always that
thing.
one.
Aries, so
And I hate to toot my own horn, but it's all in my goddamn zodiac. I'm just
that's what I said. It's the Aries thing.
it's all in my zodiac. So you know, some people is not born to be a follower. I might go with you for a little bit just to see how it's done.
Yeah.
And then I'm going my way and do it how I want to do it.
I ain't never known an Aries that didn't lead. So I could be wrong, but because we first in everything.
I just don't like them people that try to that don't have well, I ain't gonna say I don't like. I don't understand the people that don't have their own spot. And when I mean, when I mean by that, because I have caught myself doing this sometimes too, looking at different things to see what can I put into my way of life. But I, try to spice it up a little bit better. That fit me, but I had to take it from somewhere. Because somebody might have a good idea, and I'm like, oh, I ain't think about it like that. So yeah, I don't feel like that's following. I feel like I'm stealing them for a second, just for a second. I do a little stealing for a second.
What you think, Opa?
A leader, of course, always a leader. I'm a Capricorn, so that's what we do.
Oh, no.
Capricorn, I'm gonna tell you now, Capricorns ain't no followers. They
no, thank you.
They will do their own thing and will do it by their goddamn self.
And then argue with yourself and say, this is what I want to do.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What about you initiated by spirit?
Yeah.
Because you answering, you asking the question. I don't hear your ass answering. I'm listening.
I can't with you. Now, there's a reason why I asked the question because there's a question that is following that. So I heard your answers. I'm gonna ask you that question. Y'all just know it ain't me that asking the question. It's spirits. Don't
Yeah, get her, pimp. Where your
so with that saying, there's the question that comes following. So do you believe you put in the work, or you doing half and expecting and wanting your spirits to do 100?
I feel attacked. I've been doing half. I'm not gonna lie. This was not okay.
This is about finding thyself. So it's about being honest. I will answer this one. Yes, 110%. We are human. We are learning. Sometimes I'd be like, I need some money. And they'd be like, did you take the shower that I told you? Did you light the candle that I told you? Did you cook what I told you? And I'd be like, no. But they'd be like, but you asking about stuff. It's like I want to do the half of that job sometimes. And I'm like, but how come you didn't open my gift yet? But how come you didn't send the money in yet? You know
what? I could totally 110% agree with that damn statement. Because I'm gonna be honest. If I could get away with doing it half-ass, hell yeah, I'm gonna try to do it half-ass. I'm gonna be honest. But you know what? And to piggyback off my goddamn self, I'm just saying, I don't think that's probably why half of the time they be like, no, I'm well down. Because here's the thing, I want to do it half-ass, but I want them to do it wholeheartedly. That's not fair to them. And I get it. I get it, and I'm being real. I get it, but I'm just saying.
They call me away with it. They like, what did I tell you? You test tube, baby. I've been like, I heard you the first time.
I ain't gonna lie. If I could do it half-ass, yo, or if I could do it another way without some of the steps, I'm gonna try to do it that way.
No, it don't come that easy.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna try to do it like that. I'm gonna try. I'm just saying.
And then when you do try, it's all fucked up. I'm like, damn, you got to start over from the beginning. And then they say, that's the way I wanted it in the first place.
Hold on. But when you have to start over from the beginning, guess what? That was a lesson learned. So next time, don't do it. You got to do it full-heartedly. You got to do it full-heartedly. Hello, everybody that's just coming in. How y'all doing?
How y'all doing? We pimp today.
Yeah, our HM said it's to me it's barely sinking in, and I truly don't feel it sometimes. But the more I look around me and the situation, I know I am.
Okay. So the reason why that two question was following one another is because, like I said, a lot of us, including myself in that sentence, we just want to sit there and expect everything to fall off the sky. And we be like, but I just gave you coffee 2 days ago.
I do be like that too.
Oh my God. I gotta call. It's not me. I apologize if I'm offending y'all. But they said the question was done in 5 minutes. I'm sorry. It's like y'all gonna learn today. Y'all be doing half-ass job and expecting that jacket.
I will admit I'm guilty because they say I don't want this shit. I'm like, y'all really gonna make me go down there? They say, yeah. I'm like, all right.
Okay, so I think the more we pour into our spirits, the more they pour back to us. So if they tell you, get up and take a shower, get your ass up and take a shower.
They're like, you stink. You stink like negativity. You stink like somebody did some bad juju. I'm like, somebody stink. Yeah, you do.
Hey,
They
our
gonna make your
ATM said
spiritual
internet,
laugh.
international. I said internet. I don't want
I'm
no.
gonna be an
I said,
international
look, I know.
superstar.
Initiate my spirit. Our ATM said, I feel like my spirits had a meeting with yours, and I'm in the middle of an intervention.
When I sat
Oh,
down, when
Hopa,
I
is your spirits nice to you?
Uh,
when
huh?
I said, what
I
is
was
it?
asking her, is her spirits, they talk nice to you?
Mm.
When
Who? Mine?
you
Hopa.
Oh, I do have a side job, so no. That's why I picked all out.
I ain't gonna lie, mine have a little smart mouth, but I enjoy it.
okay?
Enjoy it.
So I think there's another question to follow.
Oh,
When it comes to your spirituality and walking in your path, what do you think is holding you back?
myself.
Myself.
Myself. I'm gonna be. I know I know I'm holding myself back because I stay in my goddamn head too much.
Yes.
So I definitely, I'm definitely one that stay in my head because they could be saying something and I'd be like, is it really them? You know, I'm always like, is it really them? Okay, I'm gonna do it, but I don't know.
You
If
just
it's
said,
really
nah, your mama.
It's tough. Yeah, so I definitely I stay in my head too much. I'm not and here's the thing. I know I self-sabotage myself. I know I do. And I know I do it a lot. I'm trying not to. I'm learning the what is it that I'm the what word I'm looking for? The root, not the routine, but the you know, if some keep on going, I can't think of the word. I'm gonna come back to that word. But I just feel like that I keep on I can't think of that damn words. The routine. I'm mad I can't get that word. Okay.
But
Moving on.
sometimes I hold myself back because I'm like, that sound kind of weird. I don't want to say, what if they think this, and they said it doesn't matter. It's up to them if it resonate or not. But sometimes I'll be like, I'm stuck on if people going to receive it or not. Or it's like, what if I tell you divine legacy? Spirit said go bury your underwear with some pinto beans and you're gonna have some money. To me, that sounds weird, but to you that might resonate. So sometimes
You know what?
huh?
It sounds weird, but guess what? With me not knowing, I'm gonna go burn my drawers with some
You're gonna
goddamn
you're
window
gonna
beans.
see me walking at the
Yeah,
cemetery with the
I'm gonna,
underwear like this.
I'm
I'll
gonna
be
go.
like,
So sometimes
Thank you,
I'll hold
Sedoya.
back.
I hope I pronounced your name right, Sedoya Williams. Consistency. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, love.
I I do want to answer a question that I saw that someone said money.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's because I have talked to you about it. You have to heal your trauma when it came to poverty. You have to build a relationship with the frequency of money. Everything is frequency, everything is vibration and energy. So when you using $20 and you're like, damn, I just lost $20. You putting their vibration and their frequency out there. When you spend $20 and be like, hey, the universe is gonna blast me with 10 times more. Then you building that relationship, that frequency. So it's about building that relationship and staying on that frequency of money. Do not fear money.
You also gotta have money to manifest money. So always keep like $1, $2, $5 in there because of the energy. Okay, plastic is not money. It's plastic that got money on it. But to manifest money, you gotta keep that energy going. So try to keep $1, $2, $5, in your wallet. As a divine
Oh,
legacy say, pocketbook. You gotta keep it in there.
yeah. And I saw what she wrote too. Not really, because my account always in the negative. And my son needs diaper. And why is I have to make a choice by this pay rent? I understand where you're coming from. Yes, she does have a question. What is it, honey? I understand where you're coming from, because as a mom, we always do put ourselves last, right? So this is what I'm saying. You're going to have to be your own creator. Yes, you can ask the question.
Cold Pink Frost, I think you're supposed to be a guest up on here.
She do. She
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
We didn't kill Sopa. We
No,
didn't
I'm here.
kill,
I'm here.
we didn't kill King Divine.
I'm here.
Oh,
No, I get where she's coming from with the money, because I feel the same way like she does. Or he, she, they. I don't know, but like I feel the same way, because I'm like that with money. Sometimes I don't have enough to give it to my ancestors or my spirit team, and I feel bad about it. I really feel bad, because I wish I can give the world to them, but I don't have that. So I have to make a choice. And I always ask for forgiveness if they can accept or not. So I buy the little things that I can afford here and there. I go to Dollar Tree and buy little things.
Bougie
That's
on
how I
the
do.
budget, baby. That's what they ask. Bougie on the budget.
and,
No.
and with me, I had to
after I do want to answer her that
okay,
question.
I had to be in a a committed relationship with money, because I'm one of the ones that I spend. God damn, I look, if I see it and I want it, I'm getting it. I feel like I don't work hard for this money, I'm getting it. But now I notice half of the time I ain't need the shit. I just got it because I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to cut back on my spending. A lot, which I have. I'm proud of me. I have, but I still waste money. I still waste
um,
money.
it's insane, because I was just having a conversation. I don't know if you remember about putting money on
Yeah,
that.
because you told me to do it.
Yeah, I think your spirits be over here. Y'all gotta call your spirits back and be like, no, because the things that I'm seeing, I'm like, I just talk about about those things. Nah, yeah, I'm scaring myself, Lord. But yes, don't question. Follow your intuition. It doesn't have to make sense to nobody, and sometimes not even you.
Yeah, Cold Pink Frost. It makes sense what you said. It made a whole lot of sense. And I'm
Okay.
pretty sure everybody that's on here that's a parent have been in that situation.
Have struggled. When we just talking about bologna sandwiches, sometimes you got to go old school and eat that fried bologna.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
sometimes you got to do that. You
Mm.
know?
Okay. Ready for the next question?
No.
Yes.
Y'all feel like I'm calling you out today.
I want to
Yes.
know. I want to know who it is. I think I know, but I ain't gonna
Oh
call
my
the spirit out
God.
on blast.
When you are in a funk, right? And you don't want to do anything, just lay in bed, watch TV, and say, I'm just depressed. I don't feel like doing nothing. What are you doing to raise your vibration? Do
Man,
you
first thing,
hold on, let's do you bottle up everything and try to escape by watching TV, binge watching, by drinking, by going out with friends, and by like doing something that you're not supposed to?
I
Yes,
can't speak for everybody's spirit.
yes,
But my spirit said, "Get your punk
yes.
ass up." That's what my spirit said. Get your punk ass up. Go meditate.
And with me, yes, I'm gonna get up in the camera. Yes, yeah, I surely do. I be trying to escape. I said, because I love looking at romantic fantasies and shit like that. Because, like I said, I'm gonna give me a love like that. I love that. You know, or if I sit there, eat a gummy or smoke some weed, it is what it is. Yes, I do.
That gummies make me see too much.
Right,
No, no gummies. No gummies.
But when I do, it's just to mellow out. Just like I don't want to think about nothing. I don't want to think about what's going on in the world. I don't want to think about what's going on with me. I don't want to think about what's going on with spirit. I just want to be mellow. I just want to be blank and just be in my moment.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest. I do that a
You
lot.
feel sober.
I listen to sad songs.
Mhm.
Which is bad. I sit on I go in my bed and watch TikTok or read a book or something like a sad book just to I don't know, feel sad, more sad, I guess.
Mm-mm.
That's all I do.
I have to say one thing, gummies.
No, don't go.
Man, I ain't gonna say which pimp did this, but some pimp sent me some gummies. And they said, don't eat the whole one. I said, all right. I ate half. I was like, oh. I was like, who are you? I,
Okay,
I
so
couldn't do it.
following that question, right? So when do you think is enough to say, hey, it's time to get, we cannot keep doing this? When do you think it's in, it's enough to be like, it's time to get, to raise this vibration? It's time. We cannot keep doing this every weekend. We cannot keep doing this every day. So when you think is that time to say enough is enough?
I tell everyone to talk to themselves in third person. Because sometimes as being a light bringer and an empath, we are giant sponge. So some of that we feeling like our neighbors or someone out there. I would say, Black Cubana, what the fuck is going on? Why are you feeling this way? And then I'm like, nothing. I have talking to you and Missy. I'm like, I feel like crying. And they would say, why? I'm like, somebody's going through something. And the next thing you know, they said, oh, my godchild or my something is going through something. You feeling it. Because I am extremely sensitive. People say I'm a crybaby, but I identify as releasing. It's because I am sensitive to energy. So I have to talk to myself in third person. Sometimes because of my tragic accident that I had, that gets me depressed too. I had a moment, I had a test tube baby moment, and both of my godchildren said, Ma, no, that's your battle scars that let you know what you went through. So once again, we are all human, but majority of the time I have to talk to myself in third person to see why I am feeling like this.
And
Whose dog is barking?
mine, he outside. I try to. Y'all don't sit there and think I'm a lazy person, nothing like that, because I really ain't. But I get out when my bed get uncomfortable. It's time to get up and move around. Then
Your
I'm
Do
dog
you,
said, hey, ho.
do you guys feel like that spirits is saying you better get your ass together or I'm gonna get your ass together for you?
They should get my ass together for me because I don't know what to do. So I'll be happy.
Ooh, they heard you, right?
I know.
You
That's what I just meant
hey,
all the
she
time.
said that. Sopa said that. Not Black Cubana.
She
They
be like
heard you, right?
calling at night. Why they over here saying that I need to go take a shower? I be like, go take that damn shower. I'm like,
Yeah, spirit, you heard her. Don't put me in that category.
so,
so,
No.
so then follows to the question, right? As a spiritualist, do you find it is harder to heal yourself and raise your vibration than when it comes to someone else?
Yes.
Sometimes, yes.
yeah.
To me, all the time.
Okay.
To me, sometimes because I'm one of the ones that I'm one of the ones that when I get knocked down, I get back up. Okay, all right, motherfucker, what's next? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I have always been there. I don't show emotion nor feelings. I don't and stuff. That's who I am. So with that being said, is once I get knocked down or I get in a depression or whatever you want to call it, after a while I'm like, all right, get your motherfucker, what's up? What's up? This ain't you. What's up? So I think it all depends on the person and how deep of a healing they need. Because one thing about it, when you sit there and say healing goes on forever. Healing goes on forever. So
And
don't sit there and think just because you work with either one of us today that you heal. Nah, baby, because it's gonna be situation, words, anything that come up that will trigger you back into that moment.
you also got to remember healing. You're not going to forget. So when people tell you to get over it, forget about it. No, you're not going to forget about it. That's not healing. You just don't let it have power over you anymore. You always going to remember. Okay. I would never tell you to forget about it. Oh, there you go, Tony. I would never tell you to forget about it. But I'm just saying, healing, it goes deep. And
It goes
sometimes
deep.
you bring trauma back from other generations.
Yeah, healing is healing is
Hell of a
almost like
drug.
a lifetime commitment. You know,
Yes.
healing is a marriage and stuff. You got to forgive everybody that hurt you in that party and everything. You know, so healing go in phases and
I have
stuff.
a question, but why forgive? Why should I forgive everyone? I always have this question. Like,
Because
people can
it's
say,
so it won't have power over you.
Yes.
They say you slap me. And
Mhm.
I'm like, Sopa. Every time I see you, I get angry because that still triggers me. So I'm saying, okay, I forgive Sofa for being ignorant. I'm a forgiver. So I start forgiving myself. So when I see you, I'm not going to forget that you slapped me, but I'm going to let you know you no longer have power over me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forget,
For,
but you no
forgiving.
longer have power over me.
I'm a to piggyback off of Mama. Forgiveness. I ain't gonna lie. I forgive. I do not hold grudges or none of that. I forgive because I feel like when you don't forgive and you still holding on to it, for one thing, I'm too pretty to be looking older than what I am. So, and I really do feel like it make you look older and stuff. So I'm gonna forgive because I ain't trying to look old.
Yeah. I
Damn.
don't hold grudges either. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
ooh, I have to learn from that because I hold grudges sometimes for a long time. So,
Yeah, but here's the thing. Why? Let actually.
it's not holding grudges. It's just like I don't want to deal with you. You're out of my mind. I'm not forgiving you, but you just out of there. Like you're not on my mind. You're not taking
But
space.
do you
There's
see
no
how
forgiveness
they
to
got
it.
the power over you? You see how they control you? See that power that person have over you? Because it angers you. Anger is energy. You constantly thinking about it. When you like fuck it, you know what I'm saying? You're
Mhm.
not gonna ruin my life. You rest peacefully.
And like Mia said, you forgive for you, not them. That's a true
Okay.
statement. And stuff. To order to walk into this light,
Mhm.
you have to forgive. You have to forgive a lot of people.
And you
It's
gotta forgive
ridiculous.
yourself.
Yes.
Sometimes we don't forgive ourselves. And that's where we fuck up the rotation. We quick to forgive everybody else. I have a hard time forgiving myself, and I have to talk to my higher self and like, sit down, ho. I forgive you. I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Um, so we're gonna. You want me to answer too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, look, test tube,
Okay.
baby. She gonna get
Okay. To
out of.
me, it is. Y'all be going all over the place. Look, but I thought you had a beer, Sopa. I'm like, is
Oh,
that a beer?
I don't drink beer. That's
But
I'm like,
anyways,
dang, she is a pimp.
Mhm.
so it is easier when you doing the helping someone heal than it is for yourself because you don't have another person besides your spirits to check you up, to check your ass, you know? And it is harder to dissect ourselves. It is harder to say, this is what I need to work on. This is where I'm wrong. It is everything that we do for ourselves is it becomes harder for us because we see everything that is wrong with us rather than other people does. So to ask the question, it is much easier to help someone heal than your own selves because it takes strength that sometimes you don't think you have.
But the piggyback off of you international.
I'm gonna be an international.
I don't know why
Pimp.
I want to say that word when I'm talking to you. Like
She's an international
Be-
pimp.
hey,
Every area
she
code.
got holes in every area. But the piggyback off of you is that's why you. I feel like I know a lot of us is loners and stuff like that, but for me, I'm talking on my experience. I do have a community that I could talk to, and I do have a community they'll check my ass, be like, no, you wrong, you dead ass wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it help if you do have a community or that person that you can talk to, or guess what? This podcast. This is the reason for this podcast, because if you don't want to talk to nobody around you, hey,
we don't judge.
We don't judge.
Baby.
And stuff. And if we feel like you wrong, hey, we gonna sit there and say, nah, boo boo, you wrong. That's dead ass wrong. I don't know about you, but that don't sound too good.
What's her name? Cassandra Alexander said, I had to forgive people and they are deceased. That's the number one thing I teach people. People's like, well, he's dead now. You know, you can still write that person a letter. It's energy. And you can look in the mirror and read it and tell however, like, fuck you, you hoe. You know, whatever you got to say. And then you burn it in the left-hand corner with your left hand. So you're going to burn it in the left-hand corner, losing your left hand. And you're going to flush it down the toilet. That also is healing. Say, this no longer resonates with me. I give this shit back to you. You no longer hurt me. You no longer, take my energy. You no longer have power over me. And sometimes I piss a lot of people off because they be wanting to start an argument. And I talk to somebody else, I'll straight ignore them because you're not going to get a reaction out of me because that's what they want. Soon as you get a reaction, sometimes I am an asshole. I am human. I fuck up. But sometimes I don't. And that pisses them off. But sometimes I do fuck up the rotation. Once again, I'm not on no pedestal.
And with me, it's I'm learning to walk away. Like if you saying some shit that I ain't trying to hear just to push my buttons, I'll walk away from you now. Well, at first I would be sitting there and if y'all, the ones that do know me know I go toe to toe. I will go toe to toe and be ready to fight too if it get too heated.
Real deal, Holyfield.
But I'm learning to walk away because every fight is not your fight.
Absolutely.
Nope, it's not.
I'm
learning that.
Also. Every fight is not your fight. So and sometimes every statement or everything somebody said don't need a reaction. Because sometimes the best reaction is no reaction at all.
Absolutely.
They look stupid arguing by themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Booyah B said, I just recently manifested something on my bucket list. I have been working on for a while. Did I reprogram my subconscious for this, or was there something else at play? I got some more stuff I want to know. No, you did the law of attraction. You put that cause out there and you got that effect. You went with the flow of the energy. Yes. You did what was right, the law of attraction.
I want to comment on Goddess of Peace 41. She said, I feel once I decide to forgive the other person, I have forgave myself. I want to ask you, have you sat there and called out your name and said you forgave yourself? Just a question I want to know. Have you done that? Nope. Because even though you forgave that person, you still have to call your name and say, I forgive you.
Ain't that what I teach y'all?
Yes.
You gotta give yourself a hug.
Yeah. So I just want to know and stuff because, you could be thinking that you forgave that person and it could be something that somebody do, another person do, and you find yourself triggered by it. And it could be that you trigger by it because you haven't forgave yourself. Even though you forgave that person, you haven't forgave yourself.
She said she have recently.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. Ready for the next question?
Yeah. Go
Why
ahead.
Are you so quiet over there?
I'm a quiet
I
person.
think this question is gonna.
And then go ahead. Sorry.
So, do you feel or do you think that people that are doing readings and people that are receiving readings are more focused in the spirits that walks with them and works with them with deities than the actual reading itself in the healing part?
I
Well, I
think
can't speak for other readers, but to me, when I do readings, I'm like their doctor, their spiritual advisor. So I listen to spirit, but people get mad at me because they see me, and I'll be like, I'm just the vessel. So a lot of people don't like what I have to say, but they fail to realize spirit speaks through me. And they can't see spirit unless you know you're a medium. They take their anger out on me. So I sit there and I advise them that spirit is saying you need this antidote, you need this, and then spirit will tell me to ask them a question. So I ask them a question. Like people is like love. They want to say why this person don't love me, this and this, yada yada yada, ray. And I say, but how do you want to be loved? And I said, don't say the first thing that come to your mind. Think about it. And if all of them say, I want love like I give them, then motherfucker, you need to give that love to, I don't call them motherfucker, but I said, you need to give that love to you. That's what's missing.
So I'm gonna ask Sopa as a person receiving a reading, do you feel like you're more focused? You want to know, oh, who's the spirit that is around me, or who's the deity, more than that part that says you got to do this for your healing and this and that.
Yeah, I try to listen to both, but at the same time, I want to find who's around me because I want to know who. At the end of the day, I do actually want to know who.
So you want
And
to be nosy.
sometimes, yes, I want to be nosy. I'm very nosy person when it
I
comes to
don't
that
I
part.
don't ask unless
I
they
am.
I don't ask unless they say something. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah,
You know
I
what
want
I'm
to know
saying?
who's saying it. Like, who's saying that I need to work on my like forgiveness. Like, who's saying that? Because I want to know. Because we have to talk. So
and
I'm
I
that kind of person.
and I think I'm more focused on the reading itself than the spirits. I catch myself more focused on the reading itself. And because I'm more focused on the reading, it's because they giving me past, present, and future. So I catch myself being more focused on the reading than with spirit. Because you gotta also think when some people do read you or giving you a reading, they don't tell you what spirits. You
I
know,
do.
and yeah, I know you do, but they don't. Some people don't tell you what spirit, and then if you don't know the acts,
Yeah,
the
but
question.
I
So that's
do.
why I'm more focused on the reading, than the spirits that's in my court.
But what
I'm
gets me is though people actually get mad at the person that's delivering the message. And I'll be like, don't check me, boo, check spirit. But there's a lot of people out there be quick to get mad and say, you said. I'll be like, nah, motherfucker, spirit said, you know,
But
and that gets on my nerve doing that.
but
It's
you
like
got. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. But okay, and the reason I'm a comment is because for me coming in, you got to think when some people they do get readings, it's not spiritual. They just want to know what's going on with them. And they don't have to be spirit. So sometimes they do have a tendency to sit there and say, well, you said, because they don't know that it's not coming from you. You
and
know
then
what I'm
they
saying?
get anger and animosity towards me.
Yeah.
But especially if I'm reading soap, I'll have to use you. Me and you are
Yeah,
reading. You know the real deal. You know it's spirits coming.
yeah.
So it's okay if you give a reading to me and I don't like it. It's okay. But some people can't turn around when it's this other way around. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there get butt hurt because they can't receive it because they broke it. But when the tables turn, it's okay to send that negative shit to me, and I'm supposed to be cool with it. There is a lot of spiritual people out there causing war because they got butt hurt over something spirit said.
Yeah, but I also want to sit
Yeah,
there and
we
and
scared to be
speak
honest.
to all of our guests that's on here today. You know, if y'all don't know, even
How you know?
if y'all on a podcast, if y'all looking at somebody TikTok, if y'all looking at anything, when y'all getting readings, when y'all listening to people talk or anything, all cloak yourself, protect yourself, shield yourself, because you don't know.
Your mama.
Yeah, you don't know. Is they coming from a good place or is they coming from a bad place? So it's always, and I'm learning that to always shield yourself, protect yourself, because it is a lot of spirituals out here that's not that want to do harm. Instead
Yes.
of having the vibration to lift you up, they want to bring you down, or they want to attack you for something that you got that you don't know you got, and they won't. So with everybody on here, remember to always protect yourself. Always. I just feel like I need to say that.
Yeah.
And
Picking back on that one, yeah. When I got to the spirit, let's say spirit realm, when I got to this, I thought it was totally different, that we united, it's about peace and love. And then I found out, nope, there's more fighting, there's more war than anything else. And I'm like, what is this? I wasn't ready for this.
But you know, and to, I know we moving off a topic, but to, like you said, because I came in here thinking the same thing. Like I tell everybody, I was looking for my unicorns and rainbows. I was looking for, you know, I was looking for that. And then to come in here and see the animosity against each other, the dislike, the arguments, the betrayal, and everything, it kind of like sometimes I catch myself where I ain't signed up for this. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? So I do catch myself. I think that's when I get in my phase that I don't want to do nothing, because it's like I don't know. I know I'm a fighter. I do know that. I know I'm a fighter, and I know if it comes to me, I'm gonna fight. But here's the thing: if I ain't called for you, don't come for me. What the hell?
Do not respect boundaries.
Yeah,
They feel like they obligated, you know. And you're like, no, you're not.
You know, and which that push me back, where I don't do what I supposed to be doing. Like for instance, it's a lot of stuff that I supposed to be doing and should be doing, but it's like I done got lazy. Like, I ain't doing it. Because it's just that, and it's to sit there and think about it from the first question. It's out of fear. It's out of fear from that question when you said why you don't put yourself up on a pedestal. It's out of fear, you know. And it's not that I feel I'm fearing what they would do to me or something like that. It's not that type of fear. It's feel like because I don't even know who it is.
Because so it's sometimes it could be someone close to you.
Yeah,
like you don't even know it. You know.
So it's just like, damn.
Okay, so then it will bring out the question: why is it so hard for you to see you like others see you? Like when they give you a reading and they say you are this phenomenal person, you are this bitch, you are this, you know. But it is so hard for you to see that.
I guess because I'm not conceited.
Oh, I am.
I feel like you shouldn't brag on yourself because your power speaks for you. People will say you it. You don't need to. When you walk in that room, you own the room. So you know what I'm saying? Like
sometimes it's hard for you to believe that because nobody never gave you compliments like that.
Yeah, they always criticize.
I'm gonna be honest, you know, because as much as here lately when I do get a reading and people tell me I'm this and this and that, and I'm looking like, well, where is that?
It's inside of you.
Because I don't feel it. I don't see it. Where that? But I never had people to give me compliments and tell me. I never had people to give me compliments and tell me that I'm bigger than the role I'm in now. I never had that happen. So, and then it also put pressure on you because you then, when somebody do tell you something like that, it's like, damn, what I got to do? Why I need to do this? I need to do this. And then you try to cram everything in to try to be what they say you are.
May I
Okay.
say something? And then when you do get that B4 Lottie, they be like, oh, you ego, you too cocky. Spirits don't like you just told me that I need to be more confident. Now that I'm confident, you saying I'm too confident. So it goes both ways.
Can I spirits do have a can I say I'm gonna say either way. There's no
Okay.
can I say because they're talking my head off. Through all these questions that I have asked, right? That we have asked, I said you. And all y'all did said somebody, everybody, that person,
Man,
mamas, that
who
person,
put, who
dads.
put her in charge? Wait a minute.
We
I need to know
spirit.
which spirit did this. Ophelia.
So we talking about you, but you sitting here having the audacity to say that boy's mama, that booty call, that somebody, that cousin with no leg, and everything. We ain't talking about none of that. We're talking about thyself, you.
All
Don't
right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I don't
Tell
trust
what I
myself.
am.
Let me
I
put
ain't
it
gonna
out there.
lie.
I don't trust
don't
myself.
blame me.
No,
Don't blame me.
as far as I know is I always was talking about myself with every question that I answer.
So you haven't said no somebody, someone in the comment. How many times did they say somebody there?
Don't be
Y'all
putting
be
them in.
honest.
Don't be putting them
I
in.
did.
Yeah,
I said
you
I
didn't
don't
even
trust
answer none of
myself.
the questions.
Because I said this is for all of us. I included my name on it because I sometimes, like for example, when I came, they checked my ass before I came over here. So don't when I was going through my awakening, right? I wanted to know everything because I didn't have that, you know how a family passed down things to you? I didn't have that privilege. I had to do I have to do everything here and by myself basically with my spirits, but by learning things with my spirit. So what I did is I'll have a reading and be like, so who am I? Who walks with me? What am I supposed to? Until they said to me, you do a reading with Lassie Hand and find out where your roots are. After that, I stopped getting readings to know who walks with me because it's my responsibility for myself to find that for me. They gave me that thing, that lead. Now I have to walk that walk. So whatever we talking about is to check ourselves.
I can top you. I was
Mhm.
raised Pentecostal. That's the holy of the
Ooh,
holy.
I read about that one.
So,
Ooh.
so when I stepped into mine, 5 years old, I was getting my ass tapped like, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Then I would go in front of the bishop, get that demon out of her. You know what I'm saying? So I had to grow up like that. So when I fully stepped into my power, my spirits taught me. People's like, where you get this from? I listen to my spirits. So I totally understand. And sometimes I'm so accurate, I scare myself.
Yes.
Because people come back and say, you remember you said that? I'm like, honestly, I don't remember shit. But they said it came just like you said. Sometimes I do scare myself. You know what I'm saying? But as I was raised, I was taught, let someone else praise you. Don't praise yourself. So that's why I don't do this. But sometimes I'll be like, oh, hell nah. I deserve that. But that's how I was raised. So I walked the spiritual journey lonely, misunderstood. My brothers and sisters still call me a devil worshiper, still say I'm doing that black magic stuff. They turn their back on me. So I do get lonely. And sometimes I reach out to y'all because I do need a human moment as a friend. You know what I'm saying?
And to piggyback off of Mama, since Elena trying to die.
Don't come at me. Check spirits. Don't check me. Check spirits.
So since Spirit's trying to come, at some
I
of
already know who it is,
I'm
Ophelia.
I'm just saying, for some of us, you got to understand, some of us was gifted at birth. So some of us, when we opened our eyes, was gifted. And then there was some of us that know that we supposed to be doing something bigger than what we are doing. So it's like we slowly waking up. Now, from my experience, I won't gift it. I probably was, but I didn't start waking up until I was in my 40s because I felt like it was something bigger that I should be doing. So with that being said, you gotta sit there and figure out when you said spirits talk to you, you gotta figure out that because I had to do it. That you can't be listening for another voice because I was listening for another voice.
Yeah.
So that's why, a lot of us be like, oh no, that's not right or something like that because we ain't nobody tell us to. It's not gonna be a different voice. It's gonna be your voice. But then
it's gonna sound like your voice. What you talking
about? That's what I'm saying. I'm learning this stuff because when you be talking in your head, we was brought up like you crazy. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. A lot of us do not know. So I'm learning.
We all learning.
Yeah, and I'm learning, but to just talk to spirits right now, since they talking, I didn't know what to expect, and I still don't know what to expect.
That's what initiated by spirits says spirits talking, but questions, I'm like,
but it makes sense because in the craziest thing. Divine legacy, because we were going through what we're going to talk about, and she said, why don't you come out with the questions? You remember that? So this, I know, is a lot of, this is why those questions is hard for us to ask ourselves. This is why I had to ask, because when it comes to ourselves, it is hard to do things for us. But we supposed to be moving. We cannot stay still. So because when we have water staying still, what it does?
It don't move. It decrease. Eventually, it evaporate.
So if you wanted to move and raise your frequency and learn from your spirits, you got to move. It doesn't matter if you take one step, but you have to move. I'm sorry. And a lot of, if it is, I said I was going to say what they said. I said, I apologize before anything. I said, I'll be honest. I have no choice. So if you feeling that you're being called out, wear that damn shoe.
I can take the heat.
See, they be making me have to get up in the video because one thing about it, I do have a big ass shoe.
I gotta wear this damn shoe.
I will wear my shoe, but I'm just also want to comment on my experience. Like everybody's experience is different,
Absolutely.
and everything like that. But I'm coming on my experience and where I am now, and what I have been. So it's a lot of stuff that like I know it's a lot of people that can sit there like mama, pinpoint it, boom, 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 boom. And the type of person I second guess myself with shit.
They don't give me time to second guess myself. I'll be like, what? And it's like, it's hard also because I know when you said I was looking for another voice. And then Spirit said, test tube, baby, we're going to sound like you. So I learned the difference, like some people get Papa Legba and Baron Samedi mixed up. In the beginning, it was tricky until I start asking them questions and I learned. Now I can differentiate. I think that said the word.
Yeah.
When Samantha talks to me, she speaks Spanish. When my Parmagitas talk to me, they speak Italian, they speak Spanish. I speak Haitian. I can understand it because I'm like, translate that, and that's how it is. But the reason why I go boom, 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 that took a minute. And eventually, you're going to be where I'm at. I didn't come out the oven boom, 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 boom. When I was 5 years old, they thought I had demons. You know what I'm saying? I was in church 24/7.
I would like to go back to Divine. I totally understand when you said you thought it was going to be another voice, because when I was going through it, I used to get sleep paralysis and a lot. It
Yep.
took me like almost a year to turn off my light because I'll be like, I started feeling it on my toe, and I'm like, here we go with this shit again. Until one day, I started panicking so bad that one of my spirits came in and spoke in her own voice and to calm me down because I was having a panic attack in itself. And then I've been expecting throughout the journey, I was expecting every spirit that came in to speak in their own voice.
That's
And
what I'm
most of the
saying.
times I'd be like, I'll listen to the message. I'd be like, nah, maybe I'm just going crazy because you know, but now I'm realizing each spirit is different. Some will speak in their own voices, and some will be your own voice that you hear. So I totally understand. It took me a while, you know.
I'm still learning.
Yeah,
I-
because I still be sitting here be like, is I'm bugging?
Because I straight say, okay, this is different. Who's around me? Because I'm not used to it. Because once you get used to your certain spirits, others come. Because we have not always been this in other lifetimes. You know, I was Hindu, so I have a lot of Hindu spirits. And when they come around me, like when I do the meditation starting tomorrow, I'm inviting Lord Shiva in. I'm going to introduce y'all to that spirit, and I'm going to teach y'all how to connect with him in meditation. So therefore, you learn. Um,
what about you, Sopa?
I'm still at the beginning stage, so I still don't trust my voices that I hear. I still I don't ask enough questions. It's been a crazy ride, to say the least.
So one spirit said you don't ask the right questions.
I feel like I do. Let's get this straight. I feel like I do ask the right question. Then
They
they're like,
said
no, you
they
don't.
said you don't ask the right questions.
So
I
what's the right
believe
question?
that's no Pramajita.
Yeah,
They
so
are
what's the
really
right question?
around.
What's the right question?
um
That's what I keep asking. What's the right question?
I don't know. I need that for you. I'm just a messenger. Because I'm like, they said she don't ask the right questions.
I feel like I do. And then I have all the spirits that comes through and I'm like, are you good? Are you bad? Are you here for the highest good? Highest? And I'm like, are you sure, Solange? They say the right, are you sure they say the right thing or what's going on?
Any of you, y'all pull your cards and try to intuitive guys the cards you're pulling. I'm gonna pull a card for the collective and see what spirit has for y'all. One card. Let's see. And this is for everybody
Or whoever needed.
or whoever needed.
I
Someone is
just
afraid to, they fear the spirits, they fear the unknown. I don't know who I'm speaking to, but you got to understand they have always been a part of you. They was here at the beginning of the time. Before you got your meat suit, you was a spirit. Okay? Someone on here needs to come out because there's people out there that needs your wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and you're afraid. I'm not going to say fear because you're not fearful. You are afraid to put on the spotlight because you're afraid of other people's opinion. Spirit want me to tell you it's your job to plant the seed. It's up to the next individual if they want to de-weed it or they want to let it grow. Your job is to speak the truth. Your job is to come back to do a job, not to get comfortable. That's why you feeling stuck, like you're not moving. It's because spirit is saying you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Y'all need to meditate to the violet flame. Someone's supposed to be drinking lavender tea at night. This is going to help you calm your nerves so spirits can talk to you. Also, someone's sacral chakra is blocked because of your confidence. Baby, if you don't believe in you, no one's going to believe in you. And I don't know who this is for, but they said it's time.
and and not to cut you off, Matt, and you see how everything we've been talking about ties up to what you just pulled. Because when you check yourself, when you lift yourself with your spirits, your confidence will be lifted too. So when you move, your spirits will move with you.
I can.
So
Shit. I'm gonna be the first one to admit. I feel like she just read the hell out of me. And so I really do feel like she just read that. I got to sit back and lean with that one. Like, God damn, I ain't got nothing to say.
so I do
Spirit
have
said that was for many people.
I do have a question to follow that reading. Or
Yeah.
there's like everything is like matching up. I'm like afraid. This is what I've been talking about. I'm like, Lord. So when all the labels that society added to you and your family and everything else, that means taking the mom, taking the whatever job you have, when all those labels are taken away from you, do you ask yourself, who am I? And when you hear the question, do you feel happy, content? How do you feel when you ask that question, when you hear that answer?
Depressed, sad, like I don't know who am I. I'm still trying to find, so I don't have the answer yet. So depressed.
So when you hear the answer that they give you feel depressed.
Yes, because I don't feel like I have done enough to get what, like, I don't feel like I have that enough experience. I have done enough for what they're saying I am. So I feel depressed that I'm not there.
Okay.
I'm hearing you're wrong.
And with me, I feel more confused when I ask that question, because I do ask that question.
Mhm.
I feel more confused by it. And the reason I feel more confused by it, because I feel like I'm not as deep in it as I should be.
Okay.
And that's the reason they keep telling me, because it's like every time I ask that question, and I do ask that question regular, and I get the same answer. The same answer. And I mean, these words play in my head like a broken record. So anything I do, I be trying to incorporate what they saying. I just don't be feeling no different.
I found me when I said 3 weeks, I was going through stuff. Someone was sending me death magic. Someone was burying me. Someone wanted me dead. That's how I found myself. I had to mentally sit, and Yahweh said, "Who are you?" I said, "I am made in your image." And he said, "Act like it." I just found out who I am. I went 3 weeks with death magic, black magic, and I was crying out. That's when I found out who I was. That's when I put my faith in Yahweh, Yeshua, and my spirits, because they came through for me. And then when I finally made a decision, baby, that burden lifted off of me. And I'm not looking back. I am pressing forward, because he said, "Who are you?" I said, "I am made in your image." So if I'm made in his image, baby, can't nothing have power over me. He has the final say so. So I just recently found out who I was. You never know what a person's going through. But for the past 3 weeks, baby, I was going through hell. Only a few people know.
I'm gonna answer the question too. When I asked, when they said, someone said on in the comment too, like when Ma tells me all this stuff, right? You are this and you are that. It's like I knew, but I didn't want to believe, because I'm like, why me? What makes me so special? You know? And like Ma said, I have cried. I have asked. I'm done. I said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I have done all of that. And I'm like, Lord, I said, I don't want to do this anymore. And they did give me that choice. you're gonna choose what you want. Sorry, my heart is like beating out of my
It's okay.
chest.
You
You know, and I said to I'm scared of my own self because I'm saying things and seeing it happening, you know, and I'm like, it's hard to find you because you're like you've been looking for so long, and when you finally understand who you are, the job that you came here to do, it's very overwhelming in a sense. So I do ask myself, it took me a while, it still takes me a while to actually believe what they say because I'm like, if why me? What makes me so special that that I'm this person, that I am this spirit? So it's a journey in itself.
And to piggyback off of initiated by spirit, y'all see how it rolled out today this time. And stuff. To piggyback off of initiated by spirit, because I'm gonna get a little bit deeper because I'm still trying to shield, not shield, but shed the old me to walk into my purpose. That's a battle by his damn self. Because I took so much to build this person up. And then y'all telling me to strip her down? That's hard right
that's
there.
that sacrifice, baby.
Yeah, that's that. I'm gonna be honest, that's hard right there.
That's walking in your sovereignty.
Because when I sit there and tell y'all, it took a lot to build this person up. I mean, like throwing bows to build this person up.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna
just to have them strip me back down, and right now I'm still battling with that. So that's why I know I'm not where I need to be because it's so hard for me to release her because ain't nobody built her up. I built her up. You know, so to sit there and release her like that, it's like, damn. You know, and it get me emotional because I don't want to release her because it took time to build her up.
I understand. I was there. I was there. I had to go down. I mean, I went so low, how low you can go. I was low, where I was fighting for my life low because someone thought I didn't deserve the gifts Yahweh gave me because Yahweh saw my heart. I know how to lose everything. Your kids turning on you. Your family don't talk to you. You know, you had a car. You wake up from a coma, your car repo. I went low. So I know. That's why they said this spiritual walk is hard. It's not for the weak. So when you say, how low did you go? Baby, I went low where I attended my own funeral low. So I 100,000% understand when people say it's hard. He said it would never be easy. He said weapons will form, but they will never prosper. So it is hard.
But yeah, I have like you guys keep saying, you guys say enough is enough and everything changed. But how many times can somebody say enough is enough in the spirit? And it still goes through that, it still goes through all this, go low and low. How many times can we go so low in the spirit? And at the same time, when, like for my example, when I go low, I feel alone. I feel like nobody's there. Spiritual, nobody, even spiritualized, nobody's there. I'm sorry. So
okay.
How many times can we go low? When can we find our voice? When can we find who we are? Like,
when
what should I do?
Fighting
like,
with you, Sopa. You fight with you. When you no longer fight with you and you say, fuck it, 2 tears in the bucket, fuck it.
But how many times?
When
you stop counting.
It's not counting. It's like you feel alone. You go through all this. You go through all this awakening. You go through all this, and you still feel alone. So when enough is enough, when can I put my foot down and be like, enough is enough? I'm like, I'm ready.
You stop fighting with them. You keep fighting with them. I know it's hard to say because this right here is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it's hard.
You've been with this since you was in your mother's womb. It's hard to separate. So when you say walking in your sovereignty, it's when you hit low, baby.
But how low? How low can I get?
But
I have gone so low. I pull myself back, get low, pull myself back, and I'm still going low.
but
Going through it.
you know what, Sopa, I want to sit there and say that's where the healing come in. That's definitely where the healing come in. And with that being said, like if you, for instance, if you go low right now, right? What made you go low? What made you feel like you went low? Start asking them questions to build yourself back up. And then this time when you build yourself back up, guess what? You go stay up. You ain't gonna have that problem. Now I ain't gonna sit there and say you ain't gonna have other problems, but that problem is solved. So okay, if that problem is solved, check, then we go on to the next one. And that's how you can heal and build yourself back up.
I'm gonna tell you now, baby. You might as well join our funeral service because we've been crying. We've been crying. We've been yelling. It's like, you know, that's what
Absolutely.
the podcast for, to let you know, honestly, you're not alone. You know, but you did pick this path. You picked your gifts. You picked everything.
Yeah.
Because you are a survivor. What you've been through, we don't know. But your enemies cannot go through what you went through. That's what makes you unique.
And I want to sit there and say something. It's a reason that we is on this podcast at this moment, at this second.
And my battery dying.
It's a reason that
plug your thing.
The people that's on here is on here now. It's a reason for it all.
Absolutely.
At some point, you might need to hear or feel what we are going through as spiritualists. Some of us have been spiritualists for 10, 15 years, and some have been spiritualists for a couple of months and stuff. You know, so it's every day is a healing. Every day is a healing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And don't never compare where you are with someone else, because your pain might not hurt you the way it hurts someone else.
Yes.
You are your own self. You are on your own path. Your spirits are with you. They do not like when you say, I feel alone. They will come out that frying pan and say, let me show you how feeling alone is. You know, it is hard because we want to have that someone that we can talk about everything. They're like, girl, did you heard what the spirit told me? You know, we want to have that person. In spirituality. You need to find you before you can find your tribe.
Dang, you know? Everybody say plug it up. I just plugged it up. Hey.
I told you to plug it up.
But it's hard finding your tribe. It's hard finding who you align to. It's hard finding it. Like every time you think you do, you don't. So it's been hard. Me spiritually wise, it's been hard. This has been hard. I haven't found my tribe. I haven't found who I am. I haven't found nothing. I'm still going through the process every single day, and I still haven't found anything.
How bad do you want it?
And
really bad.
And I want to ask Sopa too, when you said you haven't found your tribe, is it because you ain't fully healed?
Man, yeah, I'm not fully healed. I will say that I'm not fully healed. I heal every day. Every day there's something going on that I have to heal from.
Hold on. And to piggyback off of what you had said earlier, is it because you need to start forgiving and not hold them grudges?
That is work in process. The forgiveness part is work in process.
I'm just saying. Let's I'm just saying.
One thing at a time.
I'm just saying. But see, and the reason I'm saying this, baby, because everything plays a role. Everything goes full circle. So you got to think about that circle. And you got to sit there and think your blockage in that circle. Order to get what you really want. I'm I'm just a messenger.
Okay. You guys keep telling me I'm just a messenger. All I hear this is
Yeah, because
and I'm like, who's sending this? Who's saying this?
okay, I do. There's one of the last questions.
Wednesday, she's not asking the questions no more.
Yes, I am. You don't want it. Nobody likes the truth, but here I am to deliver it. So
bring it, baby. Got me crying and shit.
Wait a minute. So
you know, it's like
aura. You got a lot of auras. Hey. You're surrounded by colors.
Maybe it's a lot of shit that I ain't realized that I do need to release. So bring them questions. Everybody else over here feel it too. Y'all feel it? Hey.
So the question is, before you go to bed at the end of the day, right? Do you feel like you actually lived that day, or do you feel like you just repeated another cycle?
Repeating another cycle. Every single day is another cycle, repeating over and over and over again. That's how I feel.
Right now I'm stuck. and the reason I'm stuck, and I'm gonna put on repeating the same cycle, is because for 20 some years, I just recently lost my job. And for 20 some years, I have been working nonstop for 20 some years straight. You know, and to not have nothing to do during the day is a problem for me. You know, so right now, and that's another reason I'm trying to find myself, because I was an employee for 20 some years to be. I'm not going to not be an employee right now. Is I got to watch how I use my words. To not be an employee right now is kind of like hard for me right now. So I feel like I'm in a repeating cycle. I wake up, I lay in the bed, I look, I'm like, oh, what, you know, I'm just everywhere. I don't know what to do. I feel like I need to be.
God, I feel like tell you something.
I need to be doing something that I know I'm supposed to be doing, but just don't be feeling like doing it.
Not the half-ass job. You got to do that whole 100%. I love you. They're checking us today, you know, and the thing is, like I said, when I sat down, I was not thinking about myself. I was thinking about as our community, as the podcast itself, all of us, because I go through the same thing too. And I had to check my ass and be like, yeah, you're right. You know, so it is hard. And especially when you don't have someone to talk to and you're stuck, but then you don't trust a lot of people to go through it. You know.
And I want everybody that's on here, hey, I just want to make sure y'all hitting that like button.
And subscribe, baby.
Yeah, hit the like
get up to 1,000 followers. I'm gonna do 3 past life regression.
So just hit that like button. If you on here, hit that like button.
If you want to be a guest, holla.
Yeah, if you want to be a guest, please holla. And stuff. Right now, I guess today is so. It says so.
Oh, somebody said, "Okay, you found your soul tribe. You on the podcast with me."
Thank you. I do want to ask y'all a question. Do you think today helped you in any way?
You need to watch your grandson.
Yes. Anytime we have these discussions, it helps me. So yes. I appreciate
that. Somebody help me fry some chicken then. Shoot,
I'm gonna show you how to fry some chicken.
I'll eat it. I'm no cooking, but I'll eat it. I'll try.
See?
And so I would one thing, if I don't know how to do nothing else, I know how to fry some damn chicken. And shit. That's almost like the first thing you learn in the projects. You better fry some chicken. And yes, I do see your comment, and the answer to that is no, that's not what I want to do right now.
That makes us feel good that y'all learning from this podcast because we manifest this. And with y'all helping us make it grow, that knows we doing what we're supposed to do. What's up, Coco?
And
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
mhm,
We go way back like two flats on a Cadillac.
mhm.
So, what is
Ooh, another
one?
person said they don't know how to. Let's do a club. We'll eat the fried chicken, but don't know how to cook it. Club.
We are gonna have the.
I was like, "What you doing over there?
Ooh,
You?"
I'm making sure that I read all the questions. There is a. So I want to make sure I said all I said. I don't think I want to ask the last question.
We
But
can
yeah.
save it for Wednesday because we don't went over our time.
Would you like to
So-
come back Sofa on Wednesday?
So yeah, but if there's anything that you guys want to talk about it, and what was your experience on being a guest today, Sopa?
It was good. I like it. I
Mhm.
get to talk and let it out because usually I don't talk to nobody about my spirit. I
And
say life.
The spirit said you don't even talk to them.
Exactly. I should be doing more. They'll be smacking me. They smack me a lot.
Man,
so
they
it's
own
okay.
you. I'm like, dang.
I'm always getting smacked. I'm used to it by now.
And I wanted to touch bases that in June, coming up in June, we is doing a mini retreat. Explains Mama or Neshe by Spirit.
It's a healing retreat where it starts on a Friday and we get rid of your ass on a Sunday. No, I'm just kidding. And we're gonna, do a bitter bath, a sweet bath. We're gonna do the cacao. A cacao
Yes.
is like the foods of a god. Okay, mine's come from Peru, and the rape come from Peru. So, cause I'm from the Inca tribe. That's a long story short. But it's about healing, connecting to yourself. There will be screaming, yelling, hollering. We're going to get you there. We don't judge. So far, everybody's saying Georgia. All right. But we will be performing Reiki on you. Okay. I will bring my shaman drum, also initiated by Spirits, got a drum. But we here for y'all. So everybody said between Florida and Georgia, but Georgia got the most votes on it. It will be in June. There will be food.
The price range.
$200 and you can make payments on it. The $200 covers the Airbnb people, honestly,
And food.
and food.
Yeah, we're gonna fed you.
I'm providing the rape and the cacao. You know what I'm saying? And the Reiki healing, because we're gonna be doing it. It's a shaman thing called a talking stick. And what it is, we sit and we learn to listen. Just imagine this is a talking stick. If I pass this talking stick to Sopa, she has the floor. So we learn to respect people and listen and don't and answer without judgment. Because a lot of people don't want to listen. So it's a healing retreat. All those in it say yay.
Yay!
So we are gonna have a schedule, like everything and what is gonna happen. We are gonna be there. It's gonna be a non-judgmental space. We all gonna
colors,
grow.
all
We're gonna
ethnic groups.
evolve from A to Z. You are all invited. You're gonna meet us, right? We're gonna fed you. You're gonna be growing some booty. So we're gonna cook. It's gonna be a place that we're gonna elevate you. So it's a place that you're gonna leave all the baggage and just grow and evolve and raise that vibration. Because, like I said, we are all connected. And topics. Hello, Solace. So what would you guys like for us to talk about Wednesday?
Fried
Send us
chicken.
I love food.
So that's what we're gonna do. Let us know. We are gonna do payment plan. We don't want to put a big budget out there because we know how money's tough right now, and we know how it is. So we want to help as much as we can. We are healers. We want to help. That's the truth. But things do cost money. Like Airbnb costs money, food costs money. So that's why we have to charge for it. Solange, your water is beautiful. It's like right on my face.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
I think just being on the podcast itself, you just like raise your
came to
vibration.
life.
Yeah.
Came to life.
Mm.
You want to live. See, people think they don't want to live unless they go in the middle of the ocean and then they find themselves fighting to stay afloat. It's because there's something inside of you want to die. Opa, you want to live. You just
Yeah.
came to life. But what's in you has to die. And it's this. You have to learn to forgive. Broken crayon, still color.
Listen, forgiveness we have to work on. It's something that I really need to work on. It's hard to forgive people.
We haven't found a date yet for June, but we will let y'all know. We just want to have a head count, like a between, so we can get a bigger space for everyone.
What's up, baby bear? I mean, Boo Bear. Damn, I'm a hoe. I got a lot of children, man. I can't even remember all the names. We're gonna think of the date. We just want to make sure we get enough people that's gonna come. You know?
And people that want to pay for it now, you can either cash out Mama, me, or international day.
I'm gonna be an international superstar because you keep putting that out there.
Spirit. I feel like I feel like you need to change your name now. International.
No, you know what it is? I'm gonna be an international.
I told you she got holes in every area code.
That put me in the mind of something that we talked about.
Being a hoe?
It's something that me and Initiated by Spirit talked about, and the reason I keep on saying international.
Because Puerto Rico is on the thing for the next retreat.
Okay. So with that being said,
we need guests on this podcast, people. Help bring this dream alive. We don't play. And I will plug in my laptop.
So just send us some topic that you want to talk about it, or just put it in the chat and we're going to look at it and we'll talk about it. We are here to help you as to help us. Whatever it is on your mind, don't feel just say it, you know, and we'll do our best.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because people always say meditate. Meditation is the best way to connect with your spirit. I suck at it. I'm gonna let
then you should be taking my class, Mignana.
Okay.
From May 1st to the 10th, because I'm going to teach y'all some things.
Okay, because I don't know. I have tried everything under the sun. I cannot.
But you haven't done it my way.
You know what I learned from me? When I meditate and my mind starts going everywhere but where I wanted to do, I focus on my breathing. I go back to my breathing. And then it's like I start back over to meditate. So I definitely, because trust me, no sooner I close my eyes, I'm thinking, okay, you got to do this, you got to do that. Did they really just say that?
It's not too late, Shauna. Yeah. It's not too late. And people don't understand our mind is a computer. So it's going to constantly run. Okay, we focus too much here. So I'm going to get you there. If I don't get you there by day 10, you a test tube.
Because I'm from you. The way I am, the way my mind is, it's hard.
And please take the meditation class. Because when I sit there and tell you, Mama, the truth, Mama, the reason I'm where I'm at now. Because I wouldn't have been on no podcast. I'd be in the cut like, I'd be
Drop
I
in there low.
hypnotized them. I hypnotized them. I said, "You ready?" They said, "Yeah." And I
'Cause
hypnotized. Well, Sofa, you want to be hypnotized?
Yes, I would love that.
It's like I don't know what it is. It's like my spirits enter me, and all of a sudden I got this Morgan Freeman voice. It's like y'all just automatically go into trance.
Oh, I would love that.
it's $200 right now for
The
the
retreat.
retreat. The $200 is for the retreat. The
Because that
10
goes
day
towards the Airbnb and the
and
food.
food. The 10-day meditation class that's starting tomorrow is
First through the 10th,
yeah. And how much is
And
that?
the price?
33.
It's
Oh,
$33.
that's
Yeah. If that's,
And
that's
I'm
what
going
you-
to get you there. I go at y'all pace. You know, you can ask them. I mentor them. I'm a godmother. I go at your pace. I do not judge you. I just call everybody test tube baby, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
okay.
I'm
I'm one right now. I'm definitely a test tube baby right now.
I told who was it? Was it Divine Legacy or was it Nish? I said, I'm having a test tube baby moment.
Oh, you text me that. I said, really? I just say,
I was
really?
like, because I was like getting attacked. And all of a sudden I was like, Spirit, you saying I'm a seer? And I said, am I a seer? I'm having a test tube. It's like I forgot who I was because I was like, but you have those moments, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it has been a pleasure to have you as a guest. I hope you come
Yes.
back in.
Don't be a stranger. We still need guests on Wednesday. So who wants to be a guest?
Yeah. Anybody that want to be a guest, please hit us up. Facebook, y'all can say it right here on the message when even if we off, and we'll hit you up and and really if you serious about it, hey baby, you be on that Wednesday at 5:30, be there sharp. Is that it?
Yeah. Any question? If you want a reading, check out Divine Legacy, initiated by spirits. Sopa, you read?
Nope.
Yes.
We're gonna get her there. We're gonna get there.
I told
But,
you guys
you
still
know-
a test tube baby. Nope.
So check out Divine Legacy. Spirit's been having her on this sale, y'all. Don't sleep on it. 3 for $15. That's a steal. Because y'all sleep on the sales, and then when the sale is over, you got any sales? Well, we just had one. And initiated by spirit, y'all already know who I am. But like I said, if y'all can get me up to 1,000, I'm 900 and something.
Come on, let's
But we'll
make
be
it
blessed.
happen, people. Let's make it happen.
And get this podcast going. We talk about anything.
Any and everything.
Yeah.
We can talk about the holes in the
Oh,
road.
Bean, Pinto Bean, you ain't camera shy. That's Pinto Bean.
Pinto bean. Oh, the
Yeah.
frijoli?
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm camera
that's
shy
Pinto
too, but I'm
Bean.
here. You can come here. I'm camera shy too. Come here. You can be a
See,
guest.
Pinto Bean.
Yeah.
I did not give her that name. She gave herself that name. So whoever's listening, she called herself a Pinto Bean.
Here's another thing. I want to sit there and because some people might be discouraged because they're not walking that path right now. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. We talk
everything.
about everything.
Y'all can tell us about y'all holes in different area codes.
Yeah. So please don't think because you're not walking in the path like you want to, or you were stuck or something like that you can't be on this podcast with us. That's not the case. Come on.
And y'all can hook me up with Kevin Gates. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Divine Legacy want Kevin Hart with his midget ass.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
damn. I'm getting ready to say some shit, but I'm gonna wait till we get off this live. Because I'm gonna say what I have always said: blind, cripple, and crazy. I do them all.
No,
Did
but
you say you doing cripple?
Blind, cripple,
she
and
said
crazy.
she will do them all.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. If that energy there and I find some appealing back,
Well, next time you hit a handicap, tell me let me borrow that handicap sticker.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm still looking for a handicap sticker. I'm just saying.
But I'm just we are happy that you are all here. Just know that we don't know everything. There's some days that I need a little boost of confidence. I'd be like, Ma, I'm not feeling this. Or I'll go to Divine and I'd be like, and she talks me to it, because at the end of the day, we are still human.
And
And
I
we
go
have,
to them because I'm like, hey, y'all, I'm having a human moment. You know what I'm
And-
saying? I have days too. Like, I'll be like, I'm lonely. I want to have a normal day. I wish people lived around me so we can go do this at the park. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It is hard.
Mm-mm.
so don't walk at your own pace. As long as you're walking and moving, you doing it. Don't question where you at and compare where you at with someone else. Even Sopa sometimes be like, when I tell her something, she be like, I was waiting for you to say it. I'd be like, I wasn't ready. She'd be like, when you gonna teach? I'm like, I'm not ready. Then when I say something, she'd be like, we were waiting for you. So
That sound like spirit. I'm like, I did it. They said it took you long enough.
So just as long we're gonna close this with keep moving, keep trying your
Keep
hardest.
on moving on top.
As long as you're moving, you're achieving. So, and be thankful that the little that you do is gonna make up to a bigger scale, to a bigger terrain. So
I don't
pat
know who this
yourself on the
story
back.
is, but someone, y'all having trouble moving your bowels. Spirit said you need more fiber to get it going. You need more fiber. It's been a pleasure. We will be what's today?
Wednesday.
Wednesday at 5:30. 6 p.m. is the thing for the meditation.
So do we need to push it up? Because we normally stay on here for an hour. So we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it.
It's
Wow,
all
we be
right.
here for 2 hours. What?
I'm gonna
I'm
plug
talking
in
about
my laptop. I promise.
I'm talking about all right, everybody. We talk to y'all later.
Peace.
Okay. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.